Hi guys! So, as some of you guys may know, a new Frankenstein movie directed by Guillermo del Toro, starring Oscar Isaac and Jacob Elordi just came out, and I'm a huge fan of the original book. Let's just say this movie was not very accurate, so I just have a couple key differences I want to run you guys through. So, quick spoiler alert for the movie and the book. So, just a heads up. First of all, one of the bigger differences. In the book, when Victor makes the monster, and the monster kind of comes to life, Victor, immediately runs away because he's scared of what he's done. In the movie, he's, kind of proud of himself, and he chains the monster in his basement and, tries to raise him. There's a difference. There's no Henry Clerval in the movie. Henry Clerval is Victor's best friend in the book, and he gets killed by the monster in the book after Victor refuses to make the female companion for the monster. He kills Henry Clerval, and that is kind of what causes Victor to start pursuing the monster again. So in both versions, Victor has a brother named William. In the book, by the end of the book, he's around 6 years old, but I mean, he's very old in well, not old, he's I don't know, 20, he's getting married, so he's not super young in the movie. I didn't love this. It almost kind of seemed like William served as a mix of William and Henry, and I don't love it because William gets killed after Victor refuses to make the female monster. So, I guess we're doing it for, time reasons, but I'm not the biggest fan of that. I really wish we had Henry. I think, it's good for him to have a best friend. But whatever. I guess that's not what we're doing. And then Elizabeth. A lot of differences in Elizabeth. She was played by Mia Goth in the movie. She did an amazing job. So in the book, Elizabeth is Victor's cousin by blood, but her mom dies, so she gets adopted and they're raised as brother-sister. So I will admit, very weird relationship, because they do end up getting married in the book, and then Elizabeth is murdered on their wedding night by the monster because obviously he's mad at Victor. So that's a pretty big difference there, because in the movie, Elizabeth is engaged to William, but Victor still falls in love with her. Yeah. Another big thing is so the first time that Elizabeth sees the monster in the book is when she's dying. So that's a big thing. But in the movie, she finds the monster in Victor's basement and falls in love with him a little bit, which I don't love. I mean, she still dies, but at the hands of Victor. Victor's trying to shoot the monster and shoots Elizabeth instead. Victor does not bring her back to life in the movie like he does in the book, which kind of, I liked that point, because that's what kind of when, if you're going to argue that in the book that the monster and Elizabeth had a love story, it would be after she was brought back to life. So there's just a lot. That's just the beginning. The monster doesn't die in the end. He doesn't burn him and Victor out in the Arctic like he does in the book. And that's okay. I gave the movie 1.5 stars on Letterboxd. Which, I mean, okay, I only did it because it's not accurate to the book, and I love the book. So, but it wasn't horrible. Go watch it if you want, but I'm not gonna endorse it. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!